What is up, guys? Emmanuel Jones here, back at with another NFL record prediction. And this time we'll be doing our NFL record predictions for the Cincinnati Bengals in 2022, giving my game-by-game analysis, giving you my thoughts to see how I think the Bengals are going to do. So, yeah, ready? So before I get started, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to comment down your opinion below on what you think how good you think the Bengals going to do. Do you think the Bengals going to make the Super Bowl? Do you think they're going to win the division? Do you think they're going to miss out in the playoffs? Comment down on the section below what you think your prediction for the Bengals is. So anyways, let's get started. So week 1, they got to play at home versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. Obviously, this game right here can go. I don't really know who the quarterback is for the Steelers. Ryan's going to be Mr. Trubisky or Kenny Pickett. But you know what? A rookie on the road especially, is probably going to be too much. But you know what? I'm taking the Bengals here because I believe the Bengals are just a more superior team. They have the better quarterback. They're at home. I just believe Joe Burrow is going to put on a show for them. So, yeah, that's why I think the Bengals win this game. Next game, week 2. They got to play on the road versus the Dallas Cowboys. Obviously, this game right here is very interesting, though. Now, this can go either way, though, because here's the thing. The Cowboys are really good at home. But I kind of had questions about their team. I feel like the Cowboys may not be the same team without Amari Cooper. Offensive line is still good, but not great. But, it's gotten a little worse. But, it's still pretty good. But it's kind of old. But defensively, now, I think this game right here is going to be close, though. Now, Dallas can really pull this off, though. But you know what? I think the Cowboys' defense is a little overrated. And I don't really think Dallas has enough corners to cover those receivers of the Bengals. Even though this game is in Dallas, I'm probably going to say the Bengals are going to win this game because I just really think the Bengals are just a more complete team. And I just think they have the better quarterback. And I think they just have the better coach, too. So, yeah. And I just think Cincinnati, they should be able to run the ball on the Cowboys. They should be able to pass the ball on the Cowboys. So, yeah. So I feel like Joe Burrow and those receivers, of the trios that they have, I think Chase might have a big game. So, yeah, I think the Bengals find a way to win this one. Next game, week 3, they got to play on the road versus the Jets. I got them getting revenge on the Jets because I believe the Jets they're definitely still not a good team. Zach Wilson has some upside. This is a game where last year where they beat them even without Zach Wilson. But you know what? There's no way the Jets are going to beat them again. The Bengals are just a better team. Their coaching is better and the quarterback is better. So, yeah, I just don't think the Jets are going to be able to match up well with the Bengals. So, yeah. So, I think Cincinnati wins this game. But I think it might be close, though, because I think Zach Wilson can keep pace. All right, next game, week 4, they got to play at home versus the Miami Dolphins, a Thursday night game. Now, this game right here can go either way, though, because here's the thing. The Dolphins could be a sneaky team this year because they got Tyreek Hill. Now, could this mean that Miami can really pull this one out? Maybe, but I don't really know. But you know what? If this game was in Miami, I will roll with the Dolphins here because they have a secret weapon. But you know what? I feel like this game right here is going to be close. Miami can barely pull off an upset. I wouldn't be surprised. But I just really don't know the Dolphins' defense. I just don't know they have enough corners to cover those receivers. So I'm gonna say the Bengals get this win here at home because they're just because they're just a better team, and I just think they have a better quarterback. Look, I just think Joe Burrow is a better quarterback than Tua, and then they're at home, and also they have the better coach as well. So yeah, that's pretty much why I think the Bengals win this game, and also I just think their offensive line. I don't think the Dolphins' defense is fantastic, so I think Cincinnati should run the ball on them, and I think they should pass the ball on them too. I mean, defensively, I think they can find a way to get pressure on Tua and find a way to slow down the run and all that. And I think they should be able to at least cover this game. Like I think they can cover Tyreek Hill. I think the secondary that the Bengals with the corners that the Bengals have can cover Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. So yeah, I think they can do enough on both sides of the ball to win this game. But I think it's going to be close though. But I think the Bengals find a way to win this game. Maybe by I say maybe they win by 3. All right, next game. They got to go on the road versus the Baltimore Ravens. Obviously, I believe they're going to split with the Ravens this year. So I'm going to say they lose the first game versus the Ravens. And here's why. Now, the Ravens usually play the Bengals tough, though. But you know what? I think they're going to get revenge because they swept them last year. So, yeah. And also, I believe their defense should be healthy enough, to win this game. They have a strong secondary that can cover the Bengals receivers. They have a great D line, and I think they can find a way to slow down the run and all that. And I think Lamar Jackson, I mean, if long as the Ravens offense doesn't play nasty, then I think they find a way to win this game. But I think this game's gonna be close though. But I think the Ravens find a way to win this game by maybe a touchdown or something. Or maybe they win by a field goal. All right, next game, week 6, they got to play on the road versus New Orleans Saints. Now, this game right here is going to be very interesting, though. Now, this can go either way, though, because New Orleans, we already know New Orleans is a tough place to play at because we know that the Dome is very loud. But you know what? This is a game where I can see the Saints win because the Saints have a ton of weapons, though, with Michael Thomas, Jarvis Landry, Chris Olave, Alvin Kamara. So they have a ton of weapons on offense, and they can really give their defense a lot of problems. But you know what? The offensive line has gotten a little bit worse. But you know what? I think the Bengals defense can really I think they can really give the Saints offense a lot of issues and all that. Especially, this is a Trey Hendrickson revenge game. I think this is where we can see the Bengals defensive line, dictates the pace right here. And I think they can find a way to slow down Alvin Kamara. Especially with the new offensive line that the Saints have. So, yeah. But you know what? The Saints do have a strong secondary, though, too, that can really cover. But you know what? We can really see the Saints defense give Joe Burrow a tough time. But you know what? This is a homecoming game because you know why? Because this is a Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. This is like the homecoming game. But even though the game is in New Orleans, I'm probably going to go ahead and just take the Bengals here because I just think the Bengals are just a more superior team. They have the better quarterback, better coach. That's pretty much why. I just feel like Joe Burrow is just going to put up a show here in New Orleans. So, yeah, but I think it's going to be close, though. I think it will be super close, but the Saints can barely pull off an upset. But I think the Bengals find a way to win this game in a shootout. All right, next game, week 7, they got to play versus the Falcons. They should be able to beat Atlanta. Atlanta's is going to be one of the worst teams in the league. They don't have a quarterback right now. I don't know about the coach. I have questions on the coach. Cincy, there's the better team, better coaching, better quarterback. They're at home. Yeah, that's pretty much why. All right, next game, week 8, they got to play on the road versus the Cleveland Browns on a Monday night. Now, this game right here is very interesting, though. Now, I believe Deshaun Watson is going to be playing this game. So, yeah. So, even if Watson, which I think Watson will be suspended for some games, but I believe that Watson is going to play this game. But you know what? Since this game's in Cleveland, I think they're going to split with Cleveland this year because I remember Cleveland beat them twice last year. So I think they're going to split with them this year. So I'm going to say they lose the first game on the road versus the Browns because, it kind of feels like the Browns kind of own this team. They've owned the Bengals since, since Joe Burrow got there. Yeah. And plus they're at home. So yeah. But it will be super close though. But I think the Browns find a way to win this game. All right, now next game, week 9, they got to play versus the Panthers. They should easily beat the Panthers. The Panthers are just going to be one of the worst teams, I believe. They have questions at quarterback, which I don't really know who it's going to be. Whether it's going to be Sam Darnold or it's going to be the rookie Matt Corral. A rookie on the roll, playing against, that's going to be too much. A rookie on the roll is going to be too much. And plus, Cincy has a quarterback advantage, which they have the better quarterback, better coach. They're at home, and they're just a better team. So, yeah, that's why I think the Bengals win this game. Then you get the bye week 10. Then after the bye week, I think Cincinnati, I think they have extra time to prepare. So, yeah, for your next game. Because right now, the next game they got to play on the road versus Pittsburgh. Now, it's tricky, though. I could definitely see the Steelers, I could definitely see Cincinnati beat them twice, though. But you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and just say that the Steelers are going to split with you guys. I just don't know why. I just kind of feel like that the Steelers play the Bengals tough, and they have owned the Bengals for years. So, yeah. I think the Steelers defense is going to come to play this game, and I think it's going to give Joe Burrow a tough time and all that. But I think it wouldn't be close, though. But it could be a low-scoring game. But I think the Steelers find a way to win. All right, next game, week 12. They got to play on the road versus the Tennessee Titans. Now, this is a really interesting game, though. Now, this can go either way, though, because remember in this playoff game, the Bengals really won that game. Now, all these reasons because of the defense, giving the Titans a tough time. But I thought they really did a good job taking away the passing game and all that. But you know what? This is a game where I can see the Titans really pull off the upset because they have a strong defense and they can give Joe Burrow a tough time. But you know what? I don't really know who the quarterback's going to be. Whether it's going to be Ryan Tannehill or Malik Willis. So, yeah. Even though it's in Tennessee, I'm just going to go with the Bengals here. I just felt like the Titans are just going to take a step back. The Titans, they lost. They don't got A.J. Brown. They don't got Julio. They got some new weapons on offense. But I just don't know if the Titans are going to be able to, move the ball against the Bengals defense and all that. And also, I don't think the Titans really have any corners that can cover. So I think Jamar Chase and those guys can have a big game. So yeah. But I wouldn't be shocked if they kept it close, but I think it will be a little close. But I think the Bengals find a way to win this game in a mismatch. All right, next game, week 13, they got to play at home versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Obviously, I'm going to go ahead and say that the Chiefs are going to get their revenge because even though it's in Cincinnati, I think the Chiefs are going to get their revenge. And the reason why I'm saying the Chiefs are going to win this game because, they beat them twice, though. They beat them in the regular season and they beat them in the playoffs. But it kind of really seems like that Joe Burrow, even though Joe Burrow kind of owns them, I just kind of really think that the Chiefs are going to be extra motivated and extra motivated to play them. So, yeah. And also the Chiefs have the better coach, and they're just a better team. I just think they just got a better coach. So yeah, that's pretty much why. And I just kind of feel like that the Chiefs offense is gonna have a big game. I mean, as long as the Chiefs defense can play good and carry this team. I mean, as long as if Patrick Mahomes doesn't play garbage, then I think they'll win this game. But as long as the Chiefs defense doesn't play as bad, then I think they'll find a way to win. But I think it's gonna be close though, like it was before. But I think the Chiefs find a way to win this game in a shootout. Next game, Week 14, they gotta play versus the Browns. Obviously, I got them splitting with the Browns because we already know that the Browns, they might have a chance to make the playoffs this year, but you know what? I just think the Bengals are just a better team. I mean, yeah, they're at home. So, yeah, I think Joe Burrow, I mean, last time when they played against the Cleveland Browns, I mean, Joe Burrow rested. And then I think the other game where when they played them, I think the Browns defense really made Joe Burrow look bad. I think that Joe Burrow has a good game here. So, yeah, but I think it's going to be close, though. But I think the Bengals find a way to win this one. Next game, Week 15, they got to play on the road versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Obviously, this game right here is very interesting, though. Now, it's a either way type game because here's the thing. They both have a great – because this is a quarterback matchup that's really good because they both – I mean, I think they both run the same scheme offensively. But you know what? If this game was in Cincinnati, I'm probably going to roll with the Bengals. But since it's in Tampa Bay and Tom Brady is there, I mean, if Tom Brady wasn't there, I mean, I would go with the Bengals. I mean, it won't really matter. I'm going Cincinnati. But since Tom Brady is back, I'm going with the Bucs here because it's in Tampa Bay. And I just really think that the Bucs are just the better team. I mean, they're at home. They have the better quarterback. I mean, I just don't know if the Bengals defense is going to be able to at least put a stop. Is going to be good enough to put a stop against the Buccaneers and the receivers that they have. I feel like Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Russell Gage, and Gronk, if he comes back, I feel like they'll have a big game. I mean, I feel like offensive line should play really well this game. And I think the defense can find a way to slow down Joe Mixon in that running game. And I think they do have a strong secondary. And I think they'll find a way to cover those receivers of the Bengals. But I think it's going to be super close, though. But I think Tampa Bay wins this game at least by maybe a touchdown or field goal. I say maybe they win by like 3, 4, or something like that. So, yeah. All right, next game. They got to play on the road versus New England Patriots. Now, this is on a Saturday game. Now, I believe this game right here can go either way. But we could definitely see the Patriots win this game because I feel like Mac Jones is on the rise. I mean, they got a great receiving core. Their offensive line is okay. Their defense is good, but not fantastic. But I feel like the corner position for New England got a little bit worse. But you know what? We could definitely see the Patriots put on a show here in New England. But you know what? I'm probably going to go with the Bengals here because I just think the Bengals are just the more superior team. And I just think they have the better quarterback. I just think Burrows is a better quarterback than Mac Jones. So, yeah. So, I just really think that the Bengals with Jamar Chase, Higgins, and Boyd, I just kind of feel like there's going to be too much for the Patriots defense to handle. And I just really feel like it's going to be tough for the Patriots to cover them. So, yeah. So, I just kind of feel like that the Bengals should be able to run the ball on the Patriots. They should be able to pass the ball on the Patriots. So, yeah, and I just say, and defensively, they should be able to do a good job slowing down the run and all that. And they should do a good job, like covering the receivers of the Patriots. So, yeah. But I think it's going to be close, though. But I think the Bengals find a way to win this game. But I say maybe they can at least win by a field goal or something. But would I be shocked if New England won? No, but I just think the Bengals find a way to win. Next game, Week 17, they got to play at home versus the Bills on a Monday night. Now, this is an interesting game, though. Now, it can go either way, though, but you know what? I could definitely see Cincinnati beating Buffalo because they're at home. But you know what? I'm probably going to go ahead and take the Bills here because I just think the Bills are just a more complete team. They have a better quarterback. They have a better coach. And I just really think that the Bills, I just don't know if the Bengals defense is just going to be able to at least slow down the Bills offense because the Bills offense is very strong. Receiving core is really good. Offensive line is really good. Josh Allen, is a darn good quarterback. Defensively, they're really good up front, and they're really good in the secondary, which I think they can find a way to, cover those receivers and all that. And I just don't know if the Bengals offense is going to be able to, do enough to, run over the Bills' defense. But you know what? They got Von Miller as that difference maker, which I think they can find a way to, slow down the running game and probably slow down Joe Burrow. I think they can get pressure on him. So, yeah, even though the Bengals offensive line is good, I just don't know. I just don't think the Bengals offensive line is going to be able to do well against the Bills D-line. So, yeah. But I think it's going to be super close, though. But I think the Bills find a way to win this game by maybe. But I think maybe they win this game by 3 points or maybe by 4. Then next game they got to play, Week 18, they got to play at home versus the Baltimore Ravens. I actually got them beating the Ravens here because they're at home and they got the better. Cincinnati's at home and they're just the better team. And I say both of the quarterbacks are kind of even. So, yeah. So that's why I think the Bengals find a way to win this game. So as of now, I have the Cincinnati Bengals going 11-6. When you look at this record, it's pretty good. I can see them being as good as 12-5 or maybe 13-4, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah. So, I say they kind of have a really high ceiling. So, I say their ceiling can be about 13-4. So, yeah. And then I'm going to say their floor can be about 9-8. So, yeah. So, by the way, I'm going to say the Bengals are probably going to go somewhere. I think they can win somewhere between 10. I think they can win somewhere through 10 to 12 wins, but I'm sticking with 11 wins because when you look at their schedule, it's kind of tough because it's not as bad, but it's kind of tough because they got to play the Steelers twice. They play the Cowboys. They play the Ravens twice. They play the Saints, the Browns twice, the Titans, the Chiefs, the Bucks, the Patriots, and the Bills. So this schedule doesn't really look difficult to me. It's pretty good. Even if the Bengals made the Super Bowl, would I be surprised? Maybe, maybe not. But we'll see how it goes. So I kind of have the Bengals at 11-6, and I feel like this is a good record, but it should be good enough to win the division, though, which I don't really know. Because they're ranked 3rd in the conference, 3-3 in the division, 7-5 in the conference, 6-2 at home, 5-4 away. That's just pretty good. That is just pretty good that's a pretty good start. I feel like Cincinnati will start off undefeated. They could. But I would not be surprised if they did. But I just think Cincinnati, the offensive line, I feel like it should be better. Defensively, they're still really good. And I feel like Joe Burrow's going to take that next step. So, yeah. But the coaching could be a question, though. But I feel like I do have a lot of faith in Zach Taylor right now. And he's been proven. They proved me wrong. So now I feel like this team is ready to be in the promised land, like for real. Well, it just depends on how Cincinnati's gonna do. So I have them at least going 11-6. Depends on how well they're gonna do. Well, all right, guys. Thank you guys for watching. This is Emmanuel Jones from the Big Fan. And also don't forget, if you disagree with me, just let me know in the comment below what you think your record predictions for the Bengals is. Do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm wrong? Just let me know in the comments below what you think. It's Emmanuel Jones from the Big Fan. See you guys later. Thanks for watching. Peace.